My name is Rom Delaney. I compete every day for being a better person and always persevering and being hungry but staying humble.
This is the Everyday Competitor Podcast. Each episode features people just like you, winning in their career, workouts, and life just like you want to. All because they've chosen to compete every day. Here's your host, Compete Everyday founder, Jake Thompson.
Rom, what's happening, man? Welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Good. So I know a little bit about your story, but I know our listeners and viewers will want to know some more. Tell us about yourself, who you are, where you're from. Help us get to know you a little bit.
My name is Rom Delaney. I was actually born in Thailand, and I actually moved down here when I was newborn pretty much, and I got moved into Summerfield, North Carolina. Through elementary school, I never got into fitness. I was always like a eater. Wasn't really worried about fitness. And then through middle school, I still wasn't. And then when high school hit, I played wrestling and I did football. So I got into more of health, but I wasn't eating right and I still wasn't training properly. So in high school, I was picked on about my weight. I was oversized. I wasn't the athletic type. I was always benched because I couldn't breathe or I was gassed out when I was performing. And everyone always picked on me. I was bullied. I was always chastised about my weight, that I'm no good. So that got me to actually start exercising. And as I started exercising, I figured out that I want to be not only to show off, but to be a better person myself. So now I compete because of just to be a better image in the future and a better person now than I was in the past.
So let's talk about your journey a little bit. So at what age did you really start kind of diving into fitness? And what does that look like now? Do you power lift? Do you CrossFit? Do you Spartan? Kind of what's your go-to method for lifting?
I really started exercising when I was 16. So about 4 years ago, I really got into it, looked at all the health, everything, make sure I was doing everything right. And I do more of a bodybuilding aesthetic kind of exercise, but I always like to switch here and there to always introduce my body to new challenges. I start off as calisthenics, like body weight exercises, then move on to weights. I recently got into physique competitions, and right now I'm looking to perform my first physique competition in September.
That's awesome. So is that your big goal for 2019 is this physique competition?
Yes, sir.
I love it, man. So recently, I think I saw you just got your certification as well to be a trainer and coach. Tell me a little bit about what inspired you to do that.
What really inspired me was my girlfriend. She really pushed me. So I started exercising. I pretty much, when I met Brittany, my girlfriend, we did legs together, and I trained her on legs. And she was like, wow, he could be a good trainer. And then I always loved helping people, and I was always outgoing. She always says I was outgoing. So she influenced me to reach out there in the community, help the more people who don't know anything about fitness or just wanting to start and are nervous or intimidated to start, and tell them that everyone always has to start somewhere.
That's
right.
So
that got me into it.
I love it. That's right. I mean, we've all got that day one where we're kicking off somewhere. Okay, Rom, you're pretty active in the Facebook group, but what is something you want other people in the community to know about you?
I always love trying something different. Recently, I got into snowboard and I started playing guitar a little bit. So I always love trying new experiences because I believe that for every new experience, your body grows and your brain grows with it.
Awesome. All right. So for anyone listening, watching this show, you heard my man. He's in North Carolina. He loves to be challenged to get something new. So even though he's got a physique competition in September, if you've got something you want to get him involved, you want to challenge him with, man, join up with him in North Carolina, do a race, do a lift. You guys get connected. All right, Rom. So obviously you started your fitness journey around 16. Was that at the one point you finally said, you know what, I'm going to start being a competitor for my own life? Or did you have that approach in other areas, just not in your health and fitness in your life until later?
That really didn't come out until later. So 16, I was more of just trying to prove that I can do it to everyone else as like a way of like coming back towards them. But as I actually started developing, I met better friends, met some people at colleges, and that were actually into just fitness to improve their daily lifestyle. And that's how I changed and I alternated my mindset. Like, I'd rather do this for the better benefit of me than to prove it to someone else.
That's awesome, man. So tell me, what are some things that you do on a daily or weekly or monthly basis to just reinforce that mindset and that positive thinking? What are books or shows or things that you're loving to take in that help strengthen that resolve and that positive thinking?
I always love looking at motivation music videos on YouTube. I always love watching YouTube at night. And before every time I go to bed, I actually watch a video on YouTube and some kind of motivational speaker, like a TED Talk or just a big inspirational speaker that I like Bradley Martin or Dwayne Johnson, someone like that really tell me that I'm really there. I just need to focus. I need to stay humble while I do it and just to keep pushing on, be the better person you can be.
I love that. And I'm assuming doing that at night before you go to bed, you get some rest, then you wake up really thinking about that video, that resolve, that mindset to hit your day running hard.
Oh, yes, sir.
Dude, I love it. All right, Rom. So tell me what competing every day looks like right now for you.
Pushing myself to the limit, always persevering, but always remain humble while I do it.
Dude, stay hungry, stay humble. I love it, Rom. Thanks, man, for coming on the show this week.
Anytime. My name is Rom Delaney. I'm an everyday competitor.
Thank you for listening to the Everyday Competitor Podcast. Visit www.competeforyour.life to learn how you can get connected with other competitors, contact the show, and find free resources to help you compete every day in life.